What's up, Hedgehog Maniacs and Doki Fanatics? Serenity here, back with more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Last time I saw me play, it was back to the first day where MC joined the Literature Club, but it was the start of Act 2, and you noticed that there was glitches here and there. I didn't notice until I got done recording that while I was in the editing process, I happened to notice that the screen was tilting, which had me curious. I'm just wondering what's going to happen if I let it keep going like that. You know, where manga does that pose and everything? I'm just wondering if it's going to keep tilting until I hit A or something. Or if it's just going to do it automatically. I don't know. But enough of me talking, because it's time to dive in. Let's do it to it. Here we go. Now it doesn't seem like it's doing it. Wait, is it? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's tilting again. Ah well.
Hey, that's on the X. Glad to see you with us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Well, there was Yuri's face glitched again. Well, not again, but this is the first time. Like I said, I haven't played MC's Perspective Act 2 in 3 years. So, it's still gonna be a little uneasy for me to do.
Thanks for giving your promise, Sanyex. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Natsuki glitched in as well.
Oh, come on! Lucky this doesn't any slack! Yuri had to be dragged here by Monica! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it!
You see a difference with that? When Natsuki said that the first time, she had a different expression. But you can tell she is in serious tone this time. Manga's in front of the text box, which also didn't happen the first time. You're probably catching on what Monica is right now, if I haven't been saying anything.
Natsuki, you said you have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Well, even though Monica was blocking the text, I already knew what it said. Anyway.
Manga is literature!
She's right, you know. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into a seat.
I'm sorry, Sanyex. We'll make sure you to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Hey, don't do that, Yuri. You realize who my favorite Doki is?
Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Oh, are you sure? It just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started about something you might like.
Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl actually being so cute?
Like I said, the only one that's cute here is Natsuki.
I told her to shut up!
She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging in the closet. Okay, I was a little worried that I was gonna go straight to Yuri. I'm doing Natsuki because she is my favorite. She's best school, okay? I know I know that's a little toxic right now, but can you blame me? She's cute.
I told you to shut up!
The more you say that, the more cute you sound doing it. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sign from within the closet. She seems like she'd be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? I know what that says there, but I'm not saying it.
Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point keeping your collection organized if someone's just gonna mess it up?
True. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things that you can't admit that you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. I've heard that. How did you know anyway?
I had to bring it up at some point. Besides, it's got right on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. I've seen something online where Natsuki has that, with that look and everything, like something, like her eyes are going to, I don't know. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the shelf. The middle of the rest, sorry.
Much better. Seeing a box there with one book is probably the most entertaining sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfacles. It says I never heard them in my life. That's probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. Better be careful how you say things, MC.
If you get judged, you go through in front of the class of that door.
She's got that look. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Sonix. Consider this a lesson from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
You see that text that was happening? That... You probably know who's doing that, as I stated before.
in fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfacles from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking eminent feminine poses. I'm starting to think is it really Sailor Moon or Tokyo Mew Mew that this is based off of? I don't know.
It's exceedingly Mo.
Don't just stand there!
Look! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She passes on the ground next to her to signal me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs won't work. You can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why's that? Ah, I guess it's a little easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it!
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I'd say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but not that's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertained enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not!
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with it.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing with something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I'm rereading though.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I ever get my friends to read this. I just did mangas for kids. I can't even bring it up without them to read they all like, yeah, you still haven't grown that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably hard for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I feel like I can't even keep in my own room. My dad would beat the hell out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. I know what's gonna happen. I think I know what's gonna happen next. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. He glanced over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki!
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! There it is. I can't tell what that says, but looks like she collapsed. Looks like she might, I don't know, is it this one or after the next one? Oh, I still gotta keep going. I don't know what she is saying, but it's all glitched out. And there was Monica.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into a bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it into Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give.
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Sonics. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her.
There's that pose again.
Anyway, I know we all share bombs now.
You know who I'm gonna share first. You know who I'm gonna go with first, right? I told Natsuki that I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first.
Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing the other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I'm writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I need more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Even this act. It's funny. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
Yeah, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announce it to the world like you are self-important.
Pretty sure you never said that. Actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out if it's a win or lose, or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Yeah, fine, I guess. Only because Monica would make me if I don't.
It's like seagulls can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less foul.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I started with a rhyme at the end, but then made it fell flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. probably for the best. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Next up, Monica.
Hi, Sonics. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring this up, okay?
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. There's that pose again.
Don't worry, Sonics. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we're all going to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Sonics.
Really?
It's luckier than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki will write. And she's a good writer too.
There's that pose again.
So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a stack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her much. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave any food in the house, so she's a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess. I think she's so small because of malnutrition is interfering with her. I just said growth.
Sorry if I can't say that word right.
But hey, some guys are the that goes too, you know?
There's that pose again. How many times are you gonna do this? You know, I kind of forgot how many times Monica did this in Act 2.
Sorry. Just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good at it.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my bun eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they target? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle. Closing in on me. Sorry. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. I'm pretty sure this is different from the first poem Monica did for Act 1.
So, well, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of thing has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
In empathy?
Yeah, something like that. I kinda knows to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kinda coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway,
Even in Act 2, she's gotta do this.
here's Margaret's very tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain can get too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark pile of ink.
Kinda like how it was in the Trust side story.
So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
One person left. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that could go with writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example of trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Bias? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Especially if it's my favorite Doki. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I mean, sometimes, like, if I read a poem enough times, I might be able to remember it good enough and everything, even though it's that type of writing. But sometimes it never gets easier. I was lucky with this one, honestly. But anyway. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. And it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Sadex. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets can often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I do notice what's in the background. I'm just wondering if a certain Melon Queen noticed it after her recording. And you see the music is different again. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. You think? Across the room, Manga is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Oh boy. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you can say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you come to me, Mr. Symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. Maybe you didn't come up nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for
Sorry.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Manga liked it, and Sadex did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some advice suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon. Unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Sadex liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh boy. If you thought the argument in Act 1 was gonna be bad.
Ow! I didn't realize you were so invested with trying to press that new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Sonic appreciate my advice more than you appreciate yours. Huh? And how are you going to appreciate my advice more? Are you not full of yourself? No. And if I was full of myself, I would literally go on my way to make anything I do overly cutesy. Yeah.
At that time, Sayuri would normally appear and say what she usually says, but it's Act 2. But you know how that... Some of you may know how that's gonna go down. Anyway.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who was booed magical size bigger suicide started showing up!
And you notice that it's not doing that. It's not the regular version of that poem Panic. It's missing a key element. You'll find out why.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! This doesn't involve you! Taking out your hosting insecurities on us like that?
There's the glitches.
You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch! Edgy? Saying that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point! Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing us with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Wow, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. Yuri too, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the hell is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on! Let subjects hear everything you think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as you just noticed I was standing there.
Sonyax! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it!
I don't think it's gonna matter. I still side with Natsuki. Monica! Man, you really have a way of doing that, don't you?
Hey, Sonyax? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that.
Are you sure about that, Monica?
They really should have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling.
There's that pose again!
Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my old club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never had it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. I hate seeing her like this.
She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. This is one of the reasons why I was hesitant doing this act again. For the main story. Sonny X! Please don't hate me. Please! I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not like that. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Sonny X. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble. Like I said, I really didn't like how Natsuki was treated there. But I might as well do this again. Marshmallow. Skirt. Rainbow. Kiwa. Death? Oh, that's Yuri. Duh. Playground. Childhood? And that's Natsuki. Normally that would be Sayuri, but that's Natsuki. Puppy. Anime. Crimson. Embrace. That's Yuri. Determination is Yuri. Vanilla. Summer. Unending. Boob. Sensation is Yuri. Romance is Natsuki. Papa. Email. I'm stopping here, Hedgehog Maniacs. Like I said, I didn't really like how that transpired. And it was one of the reasons why I haven't played Act 2 of the main story in years. It's because how Natsuki was treated and everything. But I have to keep going with this. But like I said, I'm stopping. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to let this get to me. But for now, Sidekick17 signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think down below. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe to me so you'll check out the rest of my content, and you can also check out the videos you see here on the screen. I told you to stop doing that, Monica!